for the ITC and for trade unions in general, a green economy should be an economy that first gives people a chance to live in a healthy environment, to have a decent job, and to basically protect the right of future generations to a similar endowment. So have also a healthy planet and the chance to live in a more equal and fair society with decent jobs there as well. So trade unions is a broad constituency. What we are doing to promote a different economy, a different economic model that protects both the environment and people is first trying to influence policy, so trying to change those policies that today are making people poorer and live in a bad environment, so targeting the need, of course, for protecting environment, their health, trying to ensure that investments are sustainable, but we are also, most importantly, promoting the investments that will change our economies. So trying to grow jobs there where they can be grown, renewable energy, energy efficiency in buildings, public transit, sustainable agriculture. All these are major spaces where jobs can be created. Finally, the trade union movement is also very concerned about the potential impacts the transformation could have on working people. So we are fighting very hard to ensure there is a just transition for those who are today working in those polluting or difficult sectors so that they can have a chance in the more sustainable economy we are trying to create. Okay, so the trade union movement is acting at different levels. We are working from the broadest one, the international level, so acting in international negotiations on environment. We are working at the national level, so trying to influence legislation and also sometimes partnering with the private sector, with our employers for transforming the sectors, but also working at the workplace level, where actually most of the transformations are actually happening. So trade unions are working in cooperation with their employers in trying, for example, to reduce the energy consumption of the workplace, trying to set mobility plans so that workers can go from home to the workplace in a more sustainable transport option, trying to get also production done in a cleaner way with less resources. So there are different levels of the economy, and the trade union movement is trying to change them all. So the biggest challenge we are facing when we are thinking about the green economy, green growth, sustainable development is how we connect to people's immediate concerns, how we ensure that people have their livelihood and their jobs secured when actually today the norm is precarious jobs and unemployment. So how we can build bridges between having a more sustainable economy and one that delivers also for people. So the biggest challenge today is to sit at the table with those who are rather betting for a more unsustainable model or for the traditional or conventional sector and convince them that we all have to win if we go green, if we go more sustainable, and if we go fairer. I guess that for the trade union movement, our biggest challenge today is how we protect those for whom the only livelihood option is unsustainable. So all those workers that are in the forestry sector logging out, those who are in the mining sector, who are actually losing their health also trying to do that job. So what can we give them in exchange? How can we train them to have a different job? How we can get those communities out of poverty by doing something that also protects the environment? The challenge for us actually is on the ground and trying to transform that reality for working people.